In this daily Dalek digest, this is what happens when someone gives you their Dalek to try and marry up to the bit of Dalek you've been building for them. Yeah. So this is a set of MDF shoulders off the original. So it's got some holes back there. There's a hole down there. There's probably some at the front as well. We're going to try and marry them up with some holes that we're going to make in there, and then see if we can get the tooth bits to bolt together. This bottom collar, these are actual aluminium collars. Is anything living? Some battery connections and some speaker stuff here. But it's not really our concern right now. Just want to get that. The challenge is now going to be to try and get this lower collar overhang to be uniform, and to try and get the center of the shoulders to line up with the center of the skirt. There's no real art form to it. These two bits were built completely independently, so I'm just going to have to try and muddle along, grab a ruler and see if I can get measurements to sort of be equal, and to have the thing still look right, because that's often the most important thing in Dalek building. Does it look right? Pretty good. The only downside that I'm having here is this is covering up a join in these two aluminium bands, and the join's somewhere over here, so I can't really move it over here to line up with the center of the skirt. But if you look up and you sort of follow that line up, it does line up with virtually the center of those rivets. So I think it is right. Be one of those things that if you know, you know, but if you didn't know, you probably wouldn't care. So, but on the inside, it's looking fairly uniform around there, so I think that's it. I'm going to mark it out. All right, so it's in place. Pretty happy with it. I've now clamped in some blocks just so I can remove it and hopefully have everything lined back up. And then my next job is to see how my marks went on those corners and try and drill pilot hole. Fingers crossed. I think they'll probably work, and I've got a bit of a reference line through here, and of course I've got my blocks to line it up with. So now I'm going to try and find something that's going to be easy to drill through there with on those two marks. Right, best thing I've got is some M5 bolts and some threaded inserts. So I'll put the threaded insert into the skirt, bolt can drop through on this, and it's the best I can do, really, unless I put it up that way and this just drops on. And now it can go out of the way